After the launch of the cultural celebrations among the Bagisu, the ceremonies then spread to different parts of the region. Culture, which has picked a lot of value among the Bagisu to the peak of fun and drama. This is Bududa district. Their opening ceremony looks far different from other parts.
Imbalu culture iri Bududa. Kati mtoto bakola culture uko batandika tebamanyi culture kiri.
The fun attracts all age groups in communities. Three days prior to the function, we were established in Bududa district for easy study of behaviors by the local people. We looked for some elders and traditionalists for guidance on how we could freely mix with the local people, fearing attack while shooting pictures as strangers. Wabokanipali, a 75-year-old, he is one of the traditionalists and a historical philosopher who has decided to make his life in the forest. He has made his name for not dressing neither shaving since 1981. The natty red rasta man who never rests a jerrycan of liquor. He takes the lead in composing the Imbalu songs.
Oyo tayomba bamuyita nti musajja waboka tayomba tasiyomba sikuba balyoboka musajja mulungi nnyo oyo tayomba takuba talwana.
He swiftly guided us on how to associate with the groups. We were supposed to make ourselves part of the active groups before shooting pictures. Otherwise we would get attacked.
Most people among the groups are drunkards. They need to first believe you're part of their behavior. Otherwise, they may discriminate and beat you.
Waboka revealed that during Kadodi dance, we should stay away from the dancing ladies as some people may feel jealous and attack us.
Some people join the dance to look for women. You may easily be suspected to be snatching one's wife and you're attacked.
The next day, as early as 7 in the morning, we could begin to listen to different gangs sing, preparing the candidates for initiation. Just like other tribes in Uganda, especially the central tribe of Uganda with Okulanya, the candidates prepare a message through singing where they reveal their clan, taboos and totems. While this is done, some families have already started celebrating their sons upon the efforts. Some roads are being prepared and fermentations of local liquor called Marwa. Matanda Derek, a 16-year-old in primary 7, he is one among the candidates who is to be initiated. He talks to us about how he has prepared himself for the initiations.
Since the start of this year, I knew it in mind that it was my year to be circumcised, to become a complete son of Bamasab.
Did you develop any fears when it came to your brain that you are supposed to be circumcised?
No, I have grown seeing my elders get initiated. I have taken it normal without any fear, and I know I will finish. I earlier informed my parents who gave me permission.
Derek and his colleague Masese also revealed to us the key practices they have undertaken in preparation before their day.
You have to learn to use thigh bells to entice your fans. You must prepare a good message through singing to give your family and fans confidence that you know your clan lineage.
We heard it from locals that some candidates are seduced by traditionalists through local herbs to encourage them to get circumcised. Our efforts were to speak to any of the traditionalists on how this is done. Shiwa Watimaka, Edisa Wasemba, these have been herbalists in practice for more than 40 years. They talked to us why and how these herbs are applied.
Etianyi is just a local herb. We also knew it from our grandparents. The herbs just grow in bushes and some act as feeds to animals and birds. We believe the African man also knew it from his God.
It was used because most people were running away from getting circumcised. They would not force them, but rather just encourage them.
Etianyi, a local herb that is used to encourage or discourage candidates towards circumcision. We were not told exactly which trees or plants these herbs are got. They said they also knew them from their great-great-grandfathers.
I also asked the same question to my parents. They instead told me they are not sure, but they knew it from their parents.
Some boys who were young and wanted to be circumcised, they were discouraged through these herbs to grow to the right time.
Do these herbs only apply to the Bagisu people, or they can as well be applied to some other tribes of people?
So long as you taste it, it's not about a tribe.
It can't take him 5 minutes for him to surrender to be circumcised regardless of which tribe you come from. So long as we make you test on it, you will have to be initiated willingly.
In this area, if one went for circumcision in the hospital, you would not be called a man and regarded as inferior. Neither would you lead any cultural function. These candidates take 2 days of preparation and get circumcised on their third day. This is one of the courtyards here in Bukimanai Sub-County, Manafa District, where we can confirm that there are 6 candidates behind us who are being prepared to be initiated to manhood. Today is their first day, so they have to be pasted with yeast, among other traditional components in the liquor, to make sure these candidates are fully prepared to be initiated. After this first process, the candidates are joined by locals in Kadodi for a dance. On the second day, the candidates are not given room to sleep. As late as midnight, we filmed the pictures of candidates being laid in the cold as fans were making fun out of them. We recall a moment with the candidates on interview. They told us that this is not a disturbance, but rather developing their courage to finish the process so that they get relieved. On the third day, it is the day when the candidates have to be circumcised. We filmed some candidates rolling tears. We were told these were crying for delayed time to get circumcised so that they can get rid of the whole process. With the final preparations, the traditional surgeon locally called Omuhebi is the most technical and valuable person in this case. All people's eyes turn on him. In his preparations, he has to make sure that the knives locally called enyembe is sharpened enough beyond a razor blade. Enyembe, a local knife that has circumcised thousands of Bagisu to manhood. We caught up with the duo surgeons Nicholas Namiruki and his brother Mumia Nathan. They had come from as far as Lwakaka, Uganda's border with Kenya. I inquired from the two how safe they keep the candidates from blood-transmitted diseases.
We make sure we have enough knives. One knife has to circumcise only one candidate. Thereafter, we boil them to kill the viruses.
You have to make sure you're careful in public. You avoid sliding that may make you fall down and injure people or yourself. Be stiff and strong like a dog running.
To become a surgeon, one has to undertake the following techniques. You must have a circumcising speed not exceeding 3 seconds. Failure to do so, you may easily get beaten by morale boosters for delaying on a candidate. You should have a running speed to the next courtyard or candidate since they are competed for by other surgeons. You should have the skills to make and sharpen your own knives. We captured the mood at the last hour when the candidates are being brought from their relatives from receiving gifts. Some of them had been pasted with mud. The mood by the morale boosters was overwhelming. At the courtyard, the surgeon with the elders are now ready. The candidates are brought amidst morale boosting. A front group runs ahead to warn the surgeon to get ready and not delay on the candidate. It then runs back to collect the candidate. They then bring the first candidate who we timed on our stop clock and was circumcised in 2 seconds. More candidates are still brought in a similar manner. Their blood droplets are gathered in sand put on a sack. A time after, they are escorted out of the courtyards by elders. Kaman Ivan Walunyolo reporting.